Hey guys, this is Eric Arceneaux, vocal coach, recording artist, and originator of the Arceneaux approach, and I'm here to give you guys another installment of voice lessons, this time the topic being vibrato. You guys asked for it, so you guys will get it. Now, regardless what style or genre of music that you're into, vibrato is a necessary component to really giving your voice the character that it needs and that professional quality that we all desire. Let's start off from the basics for those of you who have a little less experience. What is vibrato? Vibrato is simply the oscillations that you hear within a sustained tone, whether it be in a voice or in a violin or in a saxophone. So, a straight tone would be da, add vibrato, da, and you hear the shakes. It's those little wobbly things that you hear. No, vibrato is not just for opera singers or Broadway singers, but even for popular music singers. Singers like Beyonce, you hear vibrato. Whitney Houston, hear vibrato. Even rock singers like Steven Tyler, hear vibrato. Pretty much any style. Now, the way you use the vibrato might change depending on the style, but it will still be there. What we're going to start off with today is how to achieve vibrato, first of all, so that you can get it going. And then we're going to go into some work on how to free the vibrato so that you don't have one that's too fast or too slow. Then we'll go into some stylistic uses of vibrato as far as intentionally slowing it down or speeding it up for certain effects or placing it only at a certain part of a word or a note so you can get a different kind of feel or vibe depending on what you're trying to do with the song. Let's start off with some ground rules for what a safe and healthy vibrato is and what it's not. Okay, first of all, vibrato is not produced by shaking the stomach. So the stomach should not be going in and out in an attempt to make vibrato. All you're doing is really hindering your diaphragm's ability to move freely, and you're sending really inconsistent bursts of air to the vocal folds. This is going to really affect your pitch in a big way, and also it doesn't sound natural. Number two, vibrato is not achieved by using what has been termed recently the gospel jaw. So it's not this. No. And I know we've seen old clips of Whitney doing it, but sometimes people sound good in spite of their technical flaws, not because of them. So Whitney Houston's shaking jaw is not what made her sound like that. So instead of with the stomach moving in and out, or with the jaw up and down, you would just have totally straight, just free to move, steady, straight through. Now, I kind of gave you a more pronounced version just then so you can get an idea of what we're talking about. But as you'll see in a little while, when we go into style, you want it to be a little more subtle sometimes, unless you're doing classical styles or certain Broadway pieces. What we're going to start off with are some breathing exercises. Yeah, more breathing exercises. Remember, the breath is the foundation of your voice. That's how you make sound. As the breath travels up through the vocal folds, that's what produces sound. The breath is your sound. And how you take in your breath directly affects how you release your breath. So if we take the breath in more smoothly and easily, then we release it more smoothly and easily. And that leads to a free vibrato. Okay, maybe that was too much, but you get the idea. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Before we go any further, I've got to address this. The number one killer of vibrato in my experience with teaching students is very simple to diagnose and very simple to fix if you let yourself fix it. And that is, don't make your voice. Stop trying to artificially produce some sound that's not yours. Your speaking voice is totally sufficient. For example, let's use the line, "Oh say can you see," from the Star Spangled Banner. If you speak the words, "Oh say can you see," then you should sing it something like, "Oh say can you see." Really simple, really easy. But if you speak the words, "Oh say can you see," and then you sing it, "Oh say," that's not your voice. You don't have to make yourself sing. I can't emphasize this enough. It seems so simple, but singing is just elongated speech, or it's stretched out talking. The same ease that you use to speak is the same ease that you should use to sing. That by itself will do a lot to relax your throat and allow vibrato to naturally come in. So if you talk like this, then you sing like this. It's no big difference. You don't have to make your voice, guys or girls, I see, especially those who are influenced by Christina Aguilera, you don't have to artificially color up your voice, oh yeah, you don't have to do that. Or the Beyonce clones and the Kim Burrell clones, you don't have to do that to your voice. Let your speaking voice sing for you. That way, not only will your voice relax, but you'll have the character of your true voice, and your voice will have more life to it and more distinction. You'll stand out. Nobody else has a voice like yours, so let it show. So while we're on this topic, let's use the line, "Oh say can you see," as our litmus test to gauge our progress. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sing this line, then I'm going to take you through the breathing exercises, and then we're going to come back and revisit this line, and you should notice a change in not only how it sounds, but how it feels. So take a moment, stand up straight or sit up straight with the shoulders gently pulled down and back, ears over the shoulders. And then you're going to speak the words, "Oh say can you see." Now, I want you to sing it right around that pitch. Oh say can you see. Really easy. Now, let's try a little bit higher. Oh say can you see. Really easy. However you want to sing it, however stylistically you want to approach it, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you approach it the exact same way after we do the breathing exercises so that you can notice the difference. Whatever pitch you want, ladies, guys, it doesn't matter. Start off someplace comfortable, then pick a slightly higher one. That way, after we're done with all this breathing stuff from the next video, you can come back, sing the line again, and you can say, "Oh wow, it does feel easier," or "It does sound different," or whatever.